Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Son Goku from Comic-Con. This is the anime accurate version. Comes in the red box. Anyway, here he is. Let's put that back together so he doesn't look like he has a broken shoulder. This is the Goku most people prefer. There is the manga version, which has the lighter outfit, lighter hair, slightly different colors here and there. This is the one that's mostly anime accurate, so that's why I'm showing this to you. I suspect the Goku that is soon to hit the US is going to be even darker orange than this. I think he's going to be close to Krillin's orange, but not quite. We'll see when he hits. But anyway, this is the one we got from Comic-Con. Definitely darker than the other release. Just like Vegeta, he doesn't have a huge array of accessories, but he has enough to make him worthwhile for sure. So he only has two faces, and that's one of the biggest disappointments, I think. The hair is always going to be this, the Super Saiyan hair. All he has there is the stern face and the yelling face. So there's not a whole lot of variety. There's no character faces at all. It's just yelling and just stern. A little disappointing. He does have a fist for each side. He has the fully open hands like that. He has the clenched hands like he's charging a Kamehameha wave or even firing it. And he has the instant transmission hand. That's it for the hand. So like I said, doesn't have the greatest variety of accessories. However, if you are a savvy eBayer, you can find some small Dragon Balls that are perfect scale for these guys. And so let's find the number 4 ball and give that to him, and that works out quite well. It's almost perfect scale. It might be slightly large, but you can have him holding that if you wanted to. I think I've talked about those before though, so I'm not going to talk about them too much. Alright, let's look at the figure. He stands about 6 inches to the top of his head, about 7 to the top of his hair, so definitely pretty well scaled with the other figures. Paints are pretty good. Some people don't like the excessive shading in the hair. I think it's okay since it's supposed to be Super Saiyan and it is supposed to be based on the cartoon. So I'm okay with it. You know, it doesn't have the most shading throughout the outfit, including the purple parts. There's not a whole lot of shading there, but I think it's good enough. It looks pretty good. It's not a perfect figure, but it's definitely a good enough figure. You know, it could be better, but it's really nice. It does have a lot of shading on the skin, and some people say it's too much. I think it's okay. All right, let's look at the articulation. The head is on a ball hinge, so ball peg for the head itself, then ball hinge in the neck. Pretty good range of motion. The neck itself is articulated, but it's really stiff and has very little range of motion anyway, so don't worry about that too much. Just use the head articulate or the neck articulation and you should be fine. It does sometimes wiggle a bit too much, it's a little loose, but you shouldn't have too much trouble with it. You should be okay. The shoulders have a ball peg that goes all the way into the body with that cup kind of hiding it, so full range of motion in the shoulder plus the ball hinge in the shoulder itself. The top or the sleeve here on the top is a ball peg or connected by a ball peg into the shoulder, so you can move that around to hide the articulation, which is pretty nice. I do like that quite a lot. It's not as good as some of the other ones, but it does work well enough. I'm okay with it. We have a bicep swivel here, double jointed elbows, but just like Vegeta, they're not that great. They do work better than Vegeta's though, and we get almost a 45-degree bend, so that's pretty nice. The wrists are just like the neck, ball peg, ball hinge, the whole deal there. The torso is just like Gohan's torso. Well, Gohan's is actually like his since he came out before him. I think. I'll have to check that. Not positive which mold came first, but either way, he's got the torso that can be separated to increase the range of motion, or you can just push it down to look better. Belt is a separate piece, full swivel. Ab crunch is pretty good on this guy. It goes, I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty good. It does get a little stiff over time, but it's pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. The hips have the pivoting ball peg so they can drop down or go back up, and that gives you a better range of motion, so I do like that. We have a ball peg in the socket there for the hip, and then the thigh can swivel around that. Sometimes you just rotate it on that ball peg though. It depends whichever one wants to give. You can finagle that on your own, but it does spin around that socket. Double jointed knees, again, they're not the best design. They have good range of motion, but they're fairly ugly from the front. I think a kneecap would have helped a lot, but the sculpting otherwise is pretty good. Ankles, they do have a decent range of motion for being just a standard double ball peg. Could be better though. I hope they improve that in the future. I don't think they're going to have it improved on the upcoming GOKU, but maybe down the line. He does have a toe joint as well. So the sculpting on this guy is really, I'm pretty pleased with it. There are a few issues like the shoulders that are a little odd, and then the kneecaps. But he does look pretty good overall. The paints, I'm okay with them. I don't like that the head's a little floppy, but it's generally not too much of a problem, and it does look a lot like GOKU. So I'm really happy with this guy, and I think he's probably worth tracking down. I don't see them reissuing an SDCC exclusive, so if you want a Super Saiyan GOKU without making it a custom by combining different parts or whatever, this is the way to go, and I do recommend it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.